What if somebody built the pump fund for Cardano? I wonder how much that would be worth.
You say no damn new catalyst, bro. Come on. It's Memecoin.
Nah, I think Memecoin is just gonna be probably after this market's all said and done, probably the best performer.
The content presented in this podcast is intended for informational and educational purposes only. It should not be considered as financial advice, and listeners are encouraged to conduct their own research or consult with a qualified professional before making any investment decisions.
Crypto flip.
Welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. I am your host, Harris King, and I am joined once again with my co-hosts, Ricardo and Deji. But before we get into the hard topics, you know what we like to do. We like to ease into it by looking at what the DJs of the space are doing with crypto confessions. So let's get started. Left the VC firm a few months back because I argued with how my partner was deploying funds to crypto startups. Found out most of the funds were deployed to his friend's company. Recently heard he's closing his fund. What do you make of that?
So my man was embezzling. Sorry. My man was doing an FTX. he was doing an FTX Alameda research type deal.
Nah, no, that's a light version of what FTX was doing, bro. Light version, bro, because these guys sound like
billions
rookies. Yeah, they sound like complete rookies, man, because at least FTX actually made some sound investment. Like, there's some that are actually going to make money.
Yeah,
man. This guy's only invested in his friend's company. Yeah, exactly. Solana and I think a few other tokens as well. But
Yeah, there's a few.
yeah, I mean, come on, man. But yeah, this guy.
I swear there's rules around doing shit like this though.
Yeah, there is, but
that's why my man left. He's like, I don't want to go to jail.
I heard that. I mean, bro, if it was me, if it was me. If I was saying not me, because I would never do this. I'd be creating meme coins on the side and be like, hey, this looks like a really good project to fund. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just saying, you should have probably made a little eat from it. If I was him, but I'm not him, man, I wouldn't do that, obviously. But yeah, hold tight him. He missed out on some opportunity there.
To be honest though, like, guys, are we really surprised this is happening though? Like, if you think about it, going back to the ICO days, like, there was nepotism. Like, they'll make projects or they'll start projects and then they will give the allocation to their friends or like people that you just knew. But obviously, sometimes that's just how the way the world works, obviously. But at the same time, you can't tell me that this is new in crypto. It's not new. It's not new at all. This is a regular thing. He just took a bit too far when, like, all the investment in the fund, he gave it to his friends and they were all probably duds, essentially. He was basically giving out handouts. Then just, here you go. Donations, basically. That's what we call it. Donations. But yeah, man, not surprised. Well, this shit is lightweight hilarious, fam.
Yeah, it's one of them ones where it's like, nepotism isn't new. It's not new when it comes to crypto. It's not new in tech. It's not new in business, or it's not new in the world. So it's one of those things that will keep happening, especially when there's money involved and people want to grease their pockets. And it's like, yeah, you're my boy, man. Let me just slide you a couple mil or a couple 100,000 or whatever. So yeah, if his friend was coming up with duds and maybe he had done a favor for him in the past or whatever, he's like, yeah, man, I got you. Don't worry, man. And now he's closing the fund, Things can hit you quick in this world, So, yeah, it's one of those things. But shout out to the guy for leaving, because he can at least, savor or, ensure that his reputation hasn't been soiled with his friends or business partners' failure.
Exactly. So more of the lesson is, there's no friends in business, bro. Essentially, right? You can't just be giving that investment because, he's my friend. He saved me one time, bro. Setting herself up for failure, bro. So, and that's exactly what happened. So, yeah,
exactly.
Let's go outside the next one. Working, though.
Trust me,
it is. Well, let's hit the next one. I was super early on a major meme coin this cycle. I had put in $2,000 and watched it balloon to $1 million at the top.
Jeez.
I was in a drunken state of euphoria. And drank all the Kool-Aid the community had to offer.
Oh no!
I can see where this is going. I was all in. Now it has fully retraced, and I never pulled the trigger to look in those gains. I finally sold for $14K.
Oh no!
I haven't been okay
this guy
since. And I don't know if I'll ever forgive myself.
This is sounding suicidal, bro.
Damn. Sounds like my man got a 7X and he's complaining.
7X.
2 bags to $1 million, and then he sold it 40.
Sounds like he got a 7X and he's complaining. That's all I'm hearing.
No. Listen.
He's moaning.
Nah, I know you're joking, Rick. Don't ever take this lightly, fam. Like, you fucked up. Too bad that you finished. And then you finished. No, it's a decent. That's a sick trade, bro. What do you mean? That's a decent trade.
Guy won.
But it left a lot on the table. That's what I'm trying to say, and I think that's what Harris is trying to say, and I think that's what you know too.
Bro, apples, oranges, isn't it? A game is a game, bro. Take up games and run. You can't be minus 2 bags.
Yeah, it could be 0. If you had a worth. Yeah, you're right. But nah.
Obviously, you know, when he saw things like 700, 800, he should have probably just said, you know what, guys, I'm out. Or scaled out in some next way. But yeah, obviously he messed up, but hey, it could have been worse.
You know what? When I see this, and this is something that I've seen before, even with someone like the Dogecoin millionaire, where it's so high the supply, and they think it's going up forever. I'm gonna wait for this number of $1 or whatever magical number that the community's saying,
$10,
whatever it is, and it just never comes. It never materializes. People, even if people are holding, the new people aren't coming in. So the price is either staying the same or falling. And then next thing you know, you just had paper gains, because until you lock in that trade, that money isn't actually yours, you know? Until you convert it into either a stable coin or into hard cash, that money's not yours. So, you know, it's one of them ones where you got to take profits along the way. And I think that's a lesson that if you haven't learned by now, you will definitely learn it in this cycle. Because a market can be unforgiving, and if you don't take it serious, you will find out for real.
Thank God for meme coin. Honestly, like meme coin, I've basically this year it's been a crazy year, honestly, like personally speaking. But meme coin have brought so much joy in my life. Honestly, like when I look at the problems I have and compared to what these idiots are doing, I just laugh. This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous, bro. You put 2 bags in. You found the trade to $1 million, and you drank Kool-Aid from the community. Yeah, I can see why you're hurt, bro. I can definitely see. But obviously, Rick, I see the point you're making. I hear it. At least you didn't lose it all. Iris, we always say this. Lock in those paper gains. Lock it in. If you don't lock it in, you will pay. Because the market is not always going to go up. When you don't, listen, he found out the hard way. It's all good. He can learn from it. But he fucked up. Because this is a meme coin. Obviously, like, they're very, very risky. Even risky the regular altcoins. Why would you think it's going to keep going up? What are you trying to get out of it?
Probably because he already went from 2 bags to $1 million. So it's like, why would it go up?
Bro. You basically 100x your money, fam. No, fuck that. You 1,000x your money.
No, wait.
He is 1,000x.
5,000.
Yeah, okay, cool. 5,000x.
Bro, at 1 million, he could have said, you know what? All right, you know what? I'm gonna drink the Kool-Aid. I'm gonna take out half. I'm gonna take out $500,000, and that way he'd be here saying, I only took out $500,000 plus what 3.5. I only got 5. But come on, what's the better result, bro?
Yeah, but he didn't know that $1 million was the top. He could have been 500K, and he could have been waiting for $1 million, and the same thing could have happened.
But he never scaled out, bro. He could have scaled out at 200, 300, 400, 800. Like, I hear it. Like, the conviction that he had to go that far along,
bro,
was what took him to $1 million in the first place. But it would have. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Bro, and to be honest, right, and this is where I feel like this is even like he basically shot himself in the foot. He's not like a pro crypto trader that's been in this space for a long time. You've seen the cycle, you've seen the ebbs and flows. Cool. You're new. You got lucky, and then you happen to catch this trade. And then instead of locking this trade of a lifetime, what did he do? He gave it back to the market. So no sympathy here, but at least he didn't leave him nothing. So just another lesson for the viewers, man. Like, come on. when you're that up to like from 2K to 100 or above or even 50, try and lock in something. Take out your initial investment. So at least if it goes south, at least you have something left to actually fall back on. So yeah, I mean that's what I have to say, man. It's just this is crazy. It's actually crazy. This convention, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, DJs will be DJs, as they say. Welcome back to the Crypto Flip podcast. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe when it comes to our YouTube channel. And if you're listening on Spotify or any other audio platform, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, we're everywhere. So if you're listening, make sure you leave a review because that is greatly appreciated and it also helps support the podcast. So let's get into the news. Do you remember an altcoin from a cycle ago called Tron? It's kind of been forgotten a little bit. I mean, it's been moving up gradually if you look at the charts, but in terms of what actually people are talking about, it's only recently that people have been talking about Tron and Justin Sun again. And why is that? Is it because, they've launched some new sexy products? Is it because, it's gone parabolic? Or is it because meme coins have officially hit Tron? So if you don't know, a few days ago, there was a launch of a product called sunpump.meme. We've all heard of Pump Fun, but this is Tron's equivalent. And to give you some context, there's a lot of activity starting to happen, but it's still very, very early. So what's been happening is on Solana, because of the cheap gas fees and also because of the maturity of it, there's a lot of scammers. There's a lot of people who just cheat straight away, which means that things pump and dump. But we're not really seeing that on Tron as of yet. And to show you some of the things that have happened, you see traders are turning, for example, on this one story where a trader turned $1,690 into 20 million in 6 days on Tron Memecoins. And there's the biggest meme coin on Tron is Sundog, which is currently at $200 million as of today. And if you compare that to Brett on Base, which is at $1 billion, and then you've got Pepe and all these other meme coins, it seems like there's a lot of room to run. So, guys, what do you make of this? And could this be the catalyst that not only Tron's waiting for, but the whole market? Because I feel like we've been waiting for a new catalyst. Could this be it?
You say no damn new catalyst, bro. Come on. It's meme coins, bro. It's a bit of meme con. You know what? Tron has done a good job here. Justin Sun and Tron has done a good job of staying relatively relevant over a long period of time. Like, they have their own stablecoin. They have their own, like, they have a bunch of products that they've been working on over the last couple months. It just sounds like this one has reasonable popularity because people are making money. What I'm worried about, and they say that you can't rug, just like how you can't rug on Pump Fun or Moonshot. But we all know many people have been rugged from Pump Fun and Moonshot.
Yeah,
so
you can't be rugged in a classical sense of taking a liquidity on like Sun. What's that thing called? On basically Tron's equivalent.
I think you can pass those words, bro. You can, when it says like you can't be rugged, you can pass those words because there's always a way around anything.
There's a way. Well, obviously, you get multiple wallets, and then you can dump at the same time after it goes out. But they're just not gonna the liquidity. So yeah,
this it's harder to get rugged on this thing, and that's cool. For me personally, like. Yeah, you remember like a couple months ago, they were like, we're going to release a stablecoin that's going to be feeless, like a gap stablecoin. Mm-hmm. These guys are out here actively trying to chase the bag, but I think they're just chasing hype. I don't know how long Sun Pump took to make, but I mean, it looks fine. Hold tight, one of the guy that made 20 mil from 1,600, but that's going to be one guy, bro. Like last week on the pod, we spoke about how many projects came out on Pump.Fun of the crazy number.
Yeah.
The crazy percentage, crazy small percentage of people that are actually profitable from Pump Fun. And what? People are going to be jumping on this thinking it's the next thing. I see some influencers starting to buy online.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Obviously, I'll fuck around it still. Fuck around, do some content, but I just think ultimately this is not a catalyst for the market to go, holy shit, we're gonna go crazy. Like, definitely not.
Yeah, I see some people complaining about the gas fees as well, saying it's like $5-10, which is obviously not as cheap as Solana. But I think that actually could be a positive thing because it'll require you to have more conviction than just to put your money anywhere because you're gonna
True. And it would kill the MEV bots as well.
It will. I agree, but it's also going to reduce liquidity. It's going to reduce the amount of people that say, I'm just going to put $5 on everything.
Okay, you're right. You have a point.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. You have to think DJing. You have to think Thomas and then
Oh Lord, I don't like to think DJ, but sometimes we're forced to. But honestly, like I echo a lot of the things that Rick just said. I mean, Justin Sun has figured out a way to just stay relevant with his blockchain time and time and again. I was trying to look up the current price. It's looking good. I mean, I'm definitely I think the thing about it, right, in terms of the catalyst we're hoping for, the catalyst I'm hoping for is more of a fiscal kind. You know what I mean? Like, rate cuts, which will bring about more liquidity, which allow banks to actually give out more loans, and then which will only further bolster the economy, more jobs, that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stimulus I'm looking for. This is just a regular event in crypto. Like, and then the trend I'm trying to see now is I think each blockchain is trying to have their flagship meme coin or meme coin leader. And I mean, Ethereum has its own, Solana has its own, now Tron has his own, and I think AVAX already has some. So I think this is the trend in this run now. I think meme coin is just gonna be probably, after this market's all said and done, probably the best performer. Now with all everything that Rick has said, and then I think, yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, don't think you're gonna break the bank. But I would say definitely encourage people to try it out because it's all about exploring different chains and see what they have to offer. Like, I would definitely give it a shot as well. But yeah, it's just for me, it's just another, I don't want to say gimmick, but it's just, I mean, we've seen it with like the Solana chain. Now Tron is just here to collect their own revenue fees. So I mean, regardless, the biggest winner of this is Justin Sun and the Tron blockchain, because the amount of fees and activity is going to happen on the chain if he catches more fire. You never know. We definitely need to check it out. I think we should definitely like explore it. I think you should definitely make content on it for sure. Personally, yeah, I just don't think it's the catalyst we actually need for Bitcoin to rise, because this will not pump Bitcoin. We know what we need. One is that happens for Bitcoin to pump, and when Bitcoin pumps, everything else will pump.
Definitely. So let's actually take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's at $61,293 right now. And yeah, I mean, it's a green day, but obviously it's still bouncing in that range of like 58, 59,000 to like 62,000. If you look historically, September and around this time is kind of not really a good performance. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of months. But leading into the election, that could actually be another catalyst for things to start pumping again. But what's your take on the market at the moment?
Personally, honestly, like with what's been happening with Bitcoin, I think over the past couple of weeks we've seen a more positive inflow into the Bitcoin ETF. I think today, last day was 64 million inflow into the ETF. But at the same time, you know, like I'm pretty much on 9% leverage. Like literally, all the cash I have is pretty much deployed like on the market. So anything else is probably just grabbing some altcoins or whatever. So I fully believe like it's ready to fly. But at the same time, I feel like there's probably one more capitulation, probably back to 53 again. But I don't see like below that level, like what we saw with the COVID pandemic. I mean, that was a black swan event, as you know. So, and obviously the Bitcoin dominance is looking strong. I think right now we're 57%. So we're 3% away from all-time high, well, for this cycle anyway. So I think everything is kind of shaping up towards that I mean, end of Q3, Q4 for crypto to have a strong bounce back into next year. And I think with the election and the potential rate cuts from the Fed, I think that's what's probably gonna, lead the narrative moving into Q4. So I'm looking forward to it. But if it goes down, I'll buy more what I have left. If it doesn't, I'm happy because I'm good. So yeah.
Me, I'm not even fully levered anymore. I've been scaling out over the last couple of weeks.
Well, you've been selling.
Right?
Yeah, I sold some.
You know what it reminds me?
And stop around.
It reminds me of that audio that we were listening to. Of that man said, "You're selling." This man ain't selling. BlackRock ain't selling.
No, 100%. But I'm not selling because I want to. I'm selling because
But you have to.
I thought I need to. But also, I mean, to be honest, looking back at some of the sales, yeah, I'd be lucky if I could buy back for lower prices because
I think you get opportunity, bro. You get the opportunity again.
I think I'll get the opportunity.
I think so.
Yeah. But in general, I don't know, man. I'm feeling like the market is super stagnant. Yeah, August is not the best month for market performance.
Never.
And hopefully it will pick up, or December should be around peak. So I'm expecting to see things pick up November, December. But what I'm feeling about this market is like, this market is nothing like any other market. And I feel like that should always be the case. Because if you could use the past as a direct like correlation of what should happen in the future, bro, everyone would be rich because they'll just be looking at the graph and be like, oh shit, so in September it went up 15% last time, so this time I'm gonna put all my money on it. Yeah, and then they're gonna get wiped out, they're gonna get liquidated.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I'm seeing actually though is a lot of fake news. And when I say fake news, I mean like bullish news that is hard, that the regular Joe is not going to fact check. So for the last couple of days, I've been looking at news I see on all sorts of platforms, like crypto news platforms.
Give me an example of a news that caught your eye. Give me an example of a news that caught your eye.
So it was like about 4 days ago. There was this post posted said like top performing meme coins over the last like 7 days, and it was posted on that day. And I'm like, oh, cool. This is sick. When I went on and started looking at these top performing meme coins, because the information is not easy to obtain, you can't just jump on CoinMarketCap. So when I'm going through it, I'm looking at all of these graphs. I'm like, this is just cap. Yeah, like this entire story is just cap.
I saw that one as well.
There was a story on Nigeria and crypto. So I think there was a story saying that Nigeria is gonna actually not even before that one. So USDC has said that they're going to integrate payments into the Apple iPhone using NFC. And they're saying, like, all of the news articles said that this is news. This is something that's going to happen. Bro, what happened is iOS have now allowed external developers to use their NFC platform. That doesn't mean that USDC have already done the work to say we're going to jump on. And it doesn't mean that any other crypto has used that news to say I'm going to jump on it. But all of the news articles are like USDC payments on Apple. Apple is accepting crypto, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I think the market is now in a place where, bro, the market, not even the market, the media, they're like, when they're Bitcoin is dead, they're all about Bitcoin is dead. Don't even worry about this. Like millions of people have lost trillions. They'll bring up some new crypto queen has resurfaced. Versus when they're trying to say that the market is good, they literally just pull shit out of anywhere. And I feel like if the media outlets are clutching at straws to get positive stories, ultimately that means that there's not much positive sentiment for crypto right now.
100%, like 100%. Like
I'm just looking at it and I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I can see why you I see it. I mean, I've always said that's why. If you're a new common investor, like you shouldn't just plunge all your money into just crypto. You should just probably try to scale in or just be patient. I think more time or not, the levels you think will come will probably come. And then I'm not here to predict that we're gonna get 30K Bitcoin. I think that is a myth, honestly. Like to get that, we'll need the black swan event, and I don't think that's going to happen. But at the same time, I'm just not seeing the catalyst. Unless the Fed cut rate, I'm not seeing no catalyst. You know what I mean? And that means altcoins are going to keep getting battered. I'm so tempted to buy altcoins, but I know I'm only going to just literally giving money back to the market. I'm better just waiting a bit more. And then the thing is, the funny thing about timing the market is, one time, while you're trying to time the market, you're just going to end up fucking yourself. You know what I mean? So always just DCA in or just DCA out. So one time it looks attractive and I will get to it, but I'm not in a rush where like I'm dropping everything to go back, because I know that just you were a couple of FUDs or real, like, I don't know, maybe like real stuff happening in the world, like maybe another war is escalating or something, to the market reacting again, and then BTC capitulates to 47K again. So it's definitely on the cards. And yeah, there isn't any, like, all this news on X is even slowed down. And I mean, if you check Google Trends, the crypto has like tapered down a little bit in terms of like how often people are, like researching it. So yeah, man, I think it's I wouldn't say go bang just short, because every time I think, cool, it's a good place to short, literally the market just reverses a little bit. So it's like, you have to be patient, man. You just have to be patient. So yeah, there will be a time, it's coming. But yeah, I think one more capitulation. That's what I'm thinking, because we're now at the end of Q3. We're about to begin Q4. And the election starting soon. Fed had basically, bro, in the job market, yeah, I heard from someone here that this DevOps guy that I know, he's telling me couple of years ago, the jobs that he will be headhunted for, he's now have to go and look for them himself, because there's literally just not that much jobs in the market. And then the same thing is in the States. Like, the Fed have to react to this, because it will only get worse, because you're meant to be these leaders and then this financial engineering gurus. You should know that this is now time to start stimulating the economy again by cutting rates so there can be more liquidity. Without that liquidity, we're not going nowhere. We're literally at sideways. And then even right now, we're still in a good place, because even though we're in sideways, like, we're still 60K BTC. That's really good. I mean, it could be 40K, it could be 30, but that's myth. That is myth. Yeah, so that's what I have to say. Harris.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, when we look at the numbers, only 7 coins from the top 50 outperformed Bitcoin in the last 90 days. So when it comes to alt season, we're not really there yet.
Being one of them.
Well, Helium is not in the top 50, I don't think.
Helium has been moving a little bit, though. Helium has been moving a little bit, though.
Performing very well. It's been performing very well.
Yeah, God.
But yeah, when you look at the numbers, it's like we are in a place where Ricardo talked about some the cycle, and he was saying, previous cycles, it should be different and whatnot. But I would say that although things aren't identical, they often rhyme when it comes to markets. They do similar types of things. In my experience in this market has been like unlike any other market that I've experienced. Like previously, okay, you don't know what's going to pump. Like, I couldn't say that AI was going to pump from where it was going to pump from, or metaverse was going to pump. But I could say that, Bitcoin would like pump, and then we would get alt season, and then this would happen. You can get general trends. This market has been a bit different. And obviously the attention has mainly been on meme coins and not on altcoins at all, which hasn't really been a thing. So it's a different way to kind of play the market. So, we've had to adapt. And there's certain things you can't ignore, even if that's not necessarily your core competency. So, yeah, I think you have to really look at what's holding strength, look at what's like trending, and just go where the liquidity is. Otherwise, you can have the best tech in the world. It can be some fancy deep in real world assets projects with, DeFi elements and AI, and it could be changing the world. They could have uses, but at the end of the day, if the market doesn't care, then the market doesn't care. A good technology project doesn't necessarily mean a good investment. So, I think that's one of the differences in this market that I've noticed myself. So, something that has been a bit shocking is a lot of people's, and I'm sorry, Americans, a lot of Americans' favorite fast food restaurant has just been part of a scam. And scamming users now. Scamming has gone mainstream. McDonald's has scammed investors for $700,000. Allegedly. I don't want to get sued. But what actually happened...
Man said McDonald's. Man said McDonald's did it. Wow.
But what actually happened is a McDonald's Instagram was hacked McDonald's Instagram was hacked, and the hackers basically put out a contract address and tried to insinuate that they were going to create a meme coin called Grimace, and it was a scam. So yeah, investors got scammed for $700,000. But I went onto their page just to try and see any kind of, apology or anything. I didn't see anything. They pretended like that didn't happen, and they said, I'm loving it. Went back to business.
I think
So, yeah.
I think the thing is though, yeah, it's like super hard for a company that has no affiliation. Bro, like the thing that happened to them was the bleeding edge of what's been happening this cycle, meme coin mania, right? So imagine, bro, they're probably just focused on chips and burgers, bro. They don't know how to respond. They don't know how to react to this. They got hacked in a contract address, and they're like obviously they have their own press team. They're like, okay, guys, how can we confirm that it was 700K? Like, they don't have anyone in the room to say, go check the contract address, go and see it on deck screener to see how, what the top was, when the dump started, and how much money was lost. They can't do all of that. Or maybe they should holler at us, bro. I think McDonald's should holler at us. Or I'd be keen to just drop them a DM, just like, yo, do you need some help and understand what happened to your customers? Yeah, I think they're in a situation where they're very new and have not much clue about what's happening. And yeah, and it's gonna be the first of what I can assume will be many, bro. But what I can say is the scammers, I don't think they're smart still.
What do you mean?
Because the coin popped to 1 mil market cap, and then they run.
Okay.
That coin could have gone crazy, bro. That coin could have gone parabolic. That coin could have went up to like 5-6 mil.
I know why they did it. Bro, literally, the longer they're running that smart contract, the more they're exposed to getting caught. They can get away with it right now as it stands, but if you're running it for more than, say, 24 to 48 hours, don't ask me how I know this, but it's just you're likely to get caught. You just like to get caught because essentially, bro. Listen, hacking into someone's account is an offense, bro. If you're doing it, you plan the entry and exit to the T. So you have to be precise to kind of pull this up. So yeah, if you run up to 4 mil,
more P's.
They could have got more P's, but bro, they hacked the McDonald's account, bro. Like, you just don't.
How long is that hack gonna last for?
Yeah,
Here's the thing as well, yeah. Like, they didn't even stop there and say, okay, we've run, now let's just log out of the account and call it a day. Bro, they went on to drop a message. Did you mind see the message?
No, listen just to the people.
Let me read the message that they left on McDonald's Instagram.
This
is like
this is like a movie.
Well, McDonald's. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Let's hear it.
They said, bro, sorry, my nigga, you just been rumpled by India XKR3W. Thank you for the 700,000 in Solana with an Indian flag. and then, no, that's not even it, my guy. That's not even done. And then they updated the link. They updated the link to a fucking Telegram group, bro. T.me XKR3W.
Nah. How much of the people jumped on that?
That's make sure you guys go click on that link. But that's a while.
Well, see, you know how listen, they're not only dumb, they're brave because they know they're in India, fam. to find them in India, you have to do some sort of like cross-region cooperation with because the FBI won't be like, is it really worth it for a meal? Like, if it was $1 billion rock, though, hey, listen, SEC's gonna be like, yo, come over here. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, if they keep doing this again, then obviously gonna put my tax on the back. But yeah, this is a wild story, and just
No, but fam.
this is a wild story. This is a wild story, man. This is so like part of me still I still feel like this is a made up story. Like, I cannot believe this, because if you think about it, right? Unless like, I still can't believe this. Like, how using an Indian dev team, which, by the way, actually I wasn't able to say this online. They hacked the McDonald's account and then used that to pump a coin. Was it on Solana, guys? Yeah. So like, hey, they're brave, bro. They're brave. They must know like they're never getting cooked for. They're like, wow. But yeah,
You know why it was so well orchestrated, bro?
Why?
Grimace is like a cartoon character. I don't know from what. Like, McDonald's have been pushing Grimace on their Instagram for a while because they're giving out like Happy Meal toys with Grimace and shit.
Oh wow.
So, bro, it's not even like they just jumped on and said, let's launch a shitcoin, let's call it Donald's. Bro, I went through the profile, they're like, yeah.
So what makes sense?
They had meetings, bro. They had whiteboarding sessions.
Of course. Is it me? This is move 1, move 2, move 3, man.
And this is the Italian job. This is the Indian job, man.
Literally, this is the Indian job. Literally, this is the Indian job. Well said. This is the Indian job. But I won't lie to you, there will be more jobs like this, like big man thing. It was like, if people know, like, listen, I can get away with it without obviously catching a couple years in jail, they're gonna do it. They're definitely gonna do it, and I'm not surprised these guys have done it, because hey, that $1 million in India is a lot. Trust me. So that man a happy fam. Trust me, they're planning to the T, like you said, Rick. They're planning to the T. They didn't leave no detail off. But the last part was, I think it proved that they're a little bit immature, because if you're a real G, you don't say nothing, fam. You just keep it moving. You just leave it more trails. Yeah, exactly. They're probably kids. They're probably kids, bro. They're probably 16-year-old. I'm telling you, they're probably kids. They're not adults.
But here's what this means for the industry. Like, so I think this is good news for me and you, Deji, personally, because
Of course.
if Indian developers are causing this kind of, issue with companies that they've helped software, it means that less people are going to want to go to India to get their software developed.
Oh, yeah, fam. You know what I mean, fam? Because they always send it there because it's cheap over there, but hey.
100%. But do they want this smoke?
Hey, don't mind if I do. No. No.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see whether they get jail time. But somebody who's it's in jail time.
Ooh.
Somebody bust out the jail. Free my guy. TV.
Yeah.
Is officially out of jail. He's not.
Yes.
He's still serving a sentence, but he's doing it at a halfway house, so he's not actually in the physical jail. But
in a halfway house, wow, that's wow.
But it's a big improvement to his previous situation. When I heard about this originally, I was like, wait, isn't that guy supposed to be in jail for a year? So, somehow, maybe pulled a couple of strings.
Come on,
sent a couple B&B, did something.
Come on,
and now he's
couple B&B
living in comfort, man.
Like, a couple of Bitcoins and a bag of B&B, bro. What do you mean? Untraceable wallet. Honestly, man, it's good that he's back. I mean, and even though he's in the halfway house, and I never, like, if you think about it, like, in crypto, a year in crypto is like 10 years in regular reality. Like, because it's like the amount of shit that happens in a year of crypto. If you think about 4 years ago, would you ever associate CZ and a halfway house in the same sentence? Like, it's crazy. Coming from being the founder or co-founder of Binance and like head of operations or like the CEO to now being the richest halfway house tenant right now. Like, it's crazy. Honestly, it's actually crazy. But it was good to have him back. I think he's got a plan for post Binance. I think he wants to probably get into. I think he already said he's gonna try and get into more crypto education, build stuff. I think he wants to launch a fund as well. I wouldn't be surprised. It will be good to see Michael and CZ pair up and really like just keep hitting this space. Yeah, that would be interesting pairing because I mean CZ is a bit quiet, but he's got that brilliant genius about him. But then Michael said it's just crazy, but he's also he's a brilliant individual as well. So well, I think it's just great timing. I mean, he was gonna spend more than a year in prison, so yeah, it's good to have him back.
I reckon this Don halfway house is bigger than my house.
So allow it.
I reckon this Don is a LA halfway house, not
It's actually in Long Beach.
Not Kansas City, bro. The Don's in LA in a halfway house, fam.
Yeah, man.
Now I've been to LA. Obviously, I've not been to a halfway house, but
Allow
it
it.
doesn't really scream poverty, that halfway house, or scream jail time.
What the one in California or what?
I don't know. I'm trying to find some. I'm trying to see some online, but none of them look that depressing. But I don't know what Mehmet Beck is. What I'm saying is, yeah, it's good for the market that CC's back. But really, I don't know what he's going to do now that he's back. I mean, he has the opportunity to.
He can do anything, bro. He can do anything, fam. He can do anything he wants.
But he can't touch Binance, can he?
That's cool, bro. He can run a fund. He can, bro. Listen, he can start a venture fund in the center some of that money our way still. You know what I mean?
Start a venture fund. I reckon he can't touch a crypto project.
Yes,
That wants to do anything in America.
Yeah, I think,
Bro,
maybe
listen. Wait, guys. We're overthinking this, fam. CZ is probably gonna be, if Bitcoin ever goes to 1 million, and I think one day he could even out 500,000. Yeah, CZ is gonna be one of the richest men on earth. You really think all this political bureaucracy will like stop him from doing whatever he wants? Come on, man. He just buy his way there, fam. Don't worry, fam. Money talks, bullshit walks, fam. Trust me.
But if he's that rich, why would he need to do it anyway?
Exactly. He always be like, fuck it. I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, I mean, either option could potentially work. He could drop off the face of the earth, or he could be like Ada, Cardano, every influencer's favorite shill, which is also dropped off the top 10 coins by market cap.
Yeah.
I felt that.
So are we gonna say what kicked it up the top 10?
Go on, tell the people.
I believe it's SHIB.
Oh, swear.
Let me double check.
Move it down by Memecoins.
Wait.
Bring it off by Memecoin.
This is interesting though.
Oh no, sorry, it was Tron, but now it's back in top 10. But yeah,
It's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. So Tron is actually back in top 10. I mean, Cardano's back in top 10 still. I mean, he's at the bottom of the top 10, but it's back up. The influencers are laughing. They're like, yeah, we're back. Probably catching a pump on BTC, but yeah. What are you gonna say about Cardano, fam? It's still gonna fall off, but yeah, carry on.
Yeah, I think it's experiencing a slow death because before in previous cycles,
Slow death, right there.
in previous cycles it was what, like top 5.
Yeah.
Now it's like top 10, and then
But
next thing.
this is what happens though. We're not surprised. Like, do you know how many changes been heralded the next great coming, the next BTC? Like, I remember FTX. The hype around FTX here was crazy. People were talking online that if you're not an FTX, you're a fucking loser. Like, you don't know what you're doing. You're not a trader. You should have at least one FTX. One FTX equals to one Bitcoin. I was like, wow. Like, they took shilling to a whole new level. And like, Cardano is just another coin. Now, I won't lie to you. I mean, it's not very developer friendly. I mean, if I'm launching the project tomorrow, Cardano's the last chain I would touch. I mean, there's Solana, there's Polkadot.
Wait, why didn't you like Cardano from a dev perspective?
What do you mean, fam? Like, bro, this like I said, they changed this one. Like, I don't even know where to begin when they talk about launching on the Cardano blockchain. Like, there's no. I've been to a Chainlink hackathon. I've been to a Polkadot hackathon. I've been to so many hackathons, bro. I never heard of a Cardano hackathon. Like, literally, like, you're only as famous as how much marketing you put around your chain. Like, Chainlink is trying to push the CCIP protocol. Solana's always doing they're always doing hackathon. They did a hackathon in Hong Kong recently. They've done one in India. They're always busy. Cardano is just stagnant. And then most of the marketing probably goes to these influencers that have to talk about, the next big chain, the next Ethereum. You know what I mean? So personally, for me, it's just not developer friendly. Like, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I've never heard of anyone saying, "Oh, I launched this on Cardano." And to be honest, what Tron is doing right now, they should be the one doing it. Tron shouldn't be ahead of you. But all these phase 1, phase 2, and everything, it just hasn't yielded anything. And there's this new hard fork. It's probably gonna slow things down, not help, but we'll see.
Rick, what's your opinion on that?
So I had to get some research on this. So Cardano as a network, just in terms of developers as of July. So they have about 217 developers are actively communicating with the project, and that's up 40% over the last year. And yeah, it's not as high as quite a lot of others, but developers are using Cardano. I agree with Deji. There's not really been that many Cardano events where they pull you in and they say, "Hey, look, this is how you launch our blockchain. This is how you do that." Like, and hackathons really work because it really gets developers on board with your project. That's how it first started.
Yep.
And obviously, the more developers understand the project, the more companies will use it because the confidence increases. But at the same time, I wouldn't write off Cardano. I think the problem Cardano is suffering from now is, bro, Cardano is a very deeply technical project. Like, the founding team or the founding
DB? What do you mean DB?
I mean, like, so the founding collection of people that started Cardano, and then the committee that was there straight after. These are all like PhD polymaths.
Oh,
they are,
they're overthinking it. That's why
Ethereum as well.
Same as Ethereum. But imagine, I used to go to Cardano meetups and I'm sitting there and these guys, bro, I did a physics masters, bro. These guys were throwing some maths on the board and man was there discombobulated. And I'm like, these guys are deeply technical. And they write a white paper, like a proper white paper for every single iteration on the thing. So they've probably done like hundreds now. The problem they're suffering from is no one gives a fuck about technology anymore, bro. All they care about is memes, bro. Give the people.
Wait, hold on. So you're telling me if memes came to Cardano,
it would help?
Like,
it would, bro.
do something.
It will be huge, bro. Honestly, like, we're probably giving out $1 billion game right now, but honestly, it will be huge. Like, think about it, right? Think about what it would do to Sun, and Sun is never as famous as Cardano, but right now it's trending more than Cardano chain because there's fun things you can do on the Tron network. But Cardano,
wait, hold on a second.
What fun thing can you do on Cardano?
What if somebody built the pump fund for Cardano? I wonder how much that would be worth. Because it's got cheap fees, from what I understand. I haven't really used it like that, but I think it's pretty cheap fees. It's pretty fast. Pump fund for Cardano. Anyone want to make some money?
Yeah.
I heard that. That'd be a great idea. Pump fund on Cardano or fucking pump fund.
Rick,
expand.
Rick. What language does the chain does Cardano chain support?
I think it's a subscript of TypeScript. Like,
oh, okay. Oh,
like Solidity.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
It's not Alexa. Let me monitor this, fam.
Oh shit, it's Haskell.
Oh, Daddy, see? Come on.
This fuck.
I never used it, but I've heard of it, and I've heard it's real.
Bro,
like 70s or 90s or something like that.
Bro, yes, bro. Like, this is when we had the Windows, the Windows 90, fam. Bro, the 92. Bro, Haskell. No way. So, yeah, so that answers your question. Bro, if it's Haskell as a supported language, and this is why there's no fucking meme on the network, and probably they don't want it like that.
All right, let me get a bit deeper into it. So, the language used to write smart contracts on Cardano is called Plutus. Plutus is written in Haskell.
But so Plutus, now you have to learn that though.
Plutus to me looks like a superset of Haskell, which sounds fucking insane, bro.
Bro, I don't want to learn Haskell, fam. Like, there's no job in the market in
Haskell.
So you see, Iris, you see the issue now. You see the issue, like, they're just not making it. Like, what they could do is build like an SDK on top of their fucking chain to allow these like cross-chain communication with different virtual machines. That's probably the best thing to do. But they're not doing that. And then this hard fork thing, I don't know, how does it actually help the community and like build more on Cardano? Is that the plan? I don't, honestly, man, to be honest, I'm not really in touch with the Cardano community. I don't have a single Cardano token, so I couldn't care less, but that's why I'm a bit biased to other chains like Solana, ETH, that kind of stuff. But honestly, man, like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, you said a bunch of polymath. I get it. They're smart done. They're math gurus. But at the end of the day, you said it. Well, no one cares about tech, man. People want fun. Like, all this promised technology and security and decentralization. We want to interact with it. We want to see some games. We want to see some meme coins. We want to see some NFTs. We want to see some great innovation. We want to see some deep in apps. And I mean, we want to see some cool AI models launched on decentralized models. Like, that's what we want to see. We don't want to see freaking you writing a 20-page white paper for every single thing you do. Come on, man.
At the same time, though, obviously we're here taking a piss out. At the same time,
No. I'm not taking a piss. I give mad respect. I think what you mean. I give mad respect. No, come on.
I didn't need
mad
to
respect.
I mean, we're here throwing shade, which they need shade, bro, because they should be a bigger project and they are a big deal. At the same time, though, what we're saying is chase the shiny new thing, and chasing the shiny new thing doesn't always work. I feel like they have strong conviction, so I back what they're doing, but at the same time, it doesn't need to be your whole focus to just throw a fucking meme coin platform out there. Like,
No, they don't need to build it. They don't need to build it. So, like, Pump Fund was built by Solana. You know, some Pump wasn't built by Tron. It's built by people who are building on the ecosystem. They just have to make it easy for people to do that.
Exactly. And they're not making it easy if the only language your chain support is Haskell, bro. Come on. Or POTUS. This is opposite of Haskell. Like, come on. Excuse me. Like, it's just ridiculous. This shit is crazy, honestly.
I hate it.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity there. We'll see if they make things easier. Maybe they hear this and they decide to, you know, switch up the language or.
Bro, they should. I really hope it hits some. I hope Charles sees it somewhere. We should make sure we post this episode on X or something. Actually, send it to everybody. Yeah,
we'll tag him.
I'll
send free games.
Because you know what it is, like, that's what Cardano's missing. Like, because if they just sit idly back and just let this hard fork be the main event they haven't during the cycle, like Tron Network could actually outpace them in the next run. Like, where is Tron right now, actually? Well, Tron is just right behind them. Literally, give it, because the meme coin platform on Tron it's only been live for 3 days, and then in the past 3 days, it's literally been trending in volume, in terms of like revenue, and trading volume as well. So, what happens after a month? Like, you can't even begin to imagine what kind of activity will be on the Tron Network by then. But then Cardano can't just sit idly back and just be overtaken by Tron.
We'll see. The meme wars seem to be hotting up, and everyone wants a piece of the action, and we'll see how all of these layer ones do in response to that, because obviously memes are the only things that are getting any attention for now. But that is the end of the pod, and we will see you next week for the next one. Until then, peace.